With me, I have Elizabeth Dahl, who is a city council member from Crystal, Minnesota. It's her second year on city council. You know, you would think that you become an elected official and you're going to represent your constituents. And what did you find? You love all the power that you have as a city councilwoman? Are you just drunk on it? I bet. What she has discovered, having been elected recently and now learning what it's like to act in that role, is how little authority a city council member has. And so I'm posing the question to you: how do you feel about an unelected body usurping their authority over the cities? And you have an example of that, correct?
Yes, I do. It's rather shocking how little ability the cities have to say no to various projects. Mm-hmm. So here is a very specific example. We have the Met Council. Some people here in Minnesota, you've heard of the Met Council, right? We have an unelected body appointed by the governor deciding all of the changes and the plans for transit in our state.
They tax and they spend.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So here we have the Blue Line extension is supposed to shoot right up through my city.
Mm-hmm. But it won't cost very much, right? Hefty price tag for one extension, just one length of train. Oh, but light rail is the wave of the future, right? I mean, we're not seeing like driverless cars or some other really flexible, less expensive to maintain things on the horizon, right?
No.
Yeah.
Uber.
Oh.
What's Uber?
What? Yeah. How did that go down?
Well, first of all,
because I heard you guys were unanimously in support of it. That's what it said in the news, right?
You'd think.
All the cities, it said, if you look it up, it says all the cities unanimously supported the Blue Line extension.
You'd think that we unanimously supported it because that's what the paper said.
What are you telling me?
That you should believe everything you hear.
Okay. So what really happened then?
So we actually had 3 ways of saying yes.
Okay. 3 ways of saying yes.
Yes, or yes.
That doesn't sound like a real choice.
No, it's not.
Okay, so...
But that's what citizens heard. They heard the yes. They didn't hear anything behind it.
Yeah.
They just heard the yes.
Yeah. So how did your constituents feel about you unanimously supporting, which you didn't, but...
We chose to put forward a non-resolution, which was actually not even a choice.
Okay.
But we put forward a document.
You came up with your own. Good for you guys.
We did.
Yeah, so this is an effort on your part, and you tried to get legal help to come up with something better, right?
Yes, we did. Yeah. I, as a city representative, I went into my election and I didn't really have a big opinion on light rail. Mm-hmm. I studied it. I came to the conclusion this would be a bad thing for my city, mm-hmm. and I had no way to voice that, to really say no.
Right. And that's what they were told you had no legal authority to voice that. But your constituents understood that, right? I mean, they thought, oh, well, you don't have any legal authority, so it's okay that you're not representing us. Right?
No, that's actually not the way it went at all. And I had citizens call me and write me afterwards upset about the fact that I didn't vote no, because they had read in the paper that it was unanimous.
Yeah, it's unanimous. We all love it. Yeah.
Right. I believe the headline said something along the lines in my local city, mm-hmm. that Crystal grudgingly said yes to the project.
Oh, well, that's nice. I mean, at least you got the grudgingly.
What we decided to do was put together our list of concerns and the reasons why we didn't like the project. Mm-hmm. And we put that to the Met Council. And in 45 days, it changes to a yes.
Mm-hmm. And the point is that none of the cities really had any authority to say no. So what you actually have is the Met Council saying you will have this.
Exactly. We had no way of actually saying no. And my citizens don't even necessarily know what's going on. They could think
they read in the paper that it was unanimous support, and why should they think otherwise?
Mm-hmm. And people tend to, when they read something in the paper like that, they go, oh, well, I mean, I don't like it, but I guess everyone else does, mm-hmm. so...
They want people to be just accepting, right? That's the goal. Like that, mm-hmm. you just go along with the flow and you don't give them a lot of trouble. And how do they do that?
Well, one of the ways is they say... It's suggested to you that if you go along with this, if you fully back the project, that they'll take care of you. Mm-hmm. And they'll make sure that things go through that you need.
Where do I hear that? Sounds so familiar. Yeah.
I think everyone has experienced this to a certain degree, and they just need to realize that is what's going on a city level.
Right. This is an age-old political trick. It happened to me personally with my daughter's school. They kicked them out of their building. They promised that they would add a couple grades. Nope. Even though we have it in writing, they kicked them out of the building, but then they took away a grade. It doesn't matter. It's always a bait and switch.
I know other cities and other city council members who voted yes because they wanted to protect their city. And I feel bad because those people are going to be getting negative emails and negative phone calls from constituents who are mad at them.
Right.
When frankly,
When they had nothing to do with it. They had no authority.
Exactly.
Yes. And so really the point here is, do we want, as citizens of Minnesota, do we want an unelected body tyrannizing? What they really have, it's a plan called Thrive 2040. They intend to have high density housing. They want to have everybody on public transportation, and essentially they want to turn Minneapolis-St. Paul into Detroit. That they want urban planning that it does, and they really don't care what the cities want. And are we okay with that? I'm not okay with it.
I'm not okay with that either.
Nope, we don't have a government of the people when we have 17 unelected members making these kinds of calls and telling us that we're gonna like it and pay for it, whether we want it or not. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being with me today, Elizabeth. I appreciated hearing your story. So there you go. We got the real deal. We got the rest of the story right here.